I'm Thomas, a survivor of childhood eye cancer. This is Marlette, super producer Molly. We're parents of a retinoblastoma survivor, and we're raising funds and awareness for World Eye Cancer Hope. I'm doing 100 push-ups per day. We're asking you to donate 1 penny per push-up. This is pennypushups.org. Penny Push-Ups 2015, Day 14. For this latest RB story, we're going international. Grainne from Mornington County, Meath in Ireland, about 40 miles from Dublin, is the mother of 2 boys, Jack, her oldest, and Cian.
On return from the holidays, Cian, which would have been the baby at the time, he got conjunctivitis, so we went to the doctors and got the eye drops for conjunctivitis. He said put it in the other lad's eye, Jack, as well, because obviously it's so contagious. Well, on putting them in his eye, the low lighting bulb stopped his pupil dilating really fast, and I could see his eye was white. But I thought it was the conjunctivitis. This went on for about a couple of days, but I kept thinking it looked really odd, because when we came downstairs, I couldn't see that. So after a couple of days, I decided to bring him to the doctor. Very luckily, most GPs in Ireland don't know what to look for. It's usually only specialists that know. So my doctor had done a research when he was in medical school on RB, that he knew what it was, and he sent me in straight away to the hospital. It was a Saturday, so the eye clinic was closed.
Grainne took Jack to the hospital, where the specialist sent some of his staff to examine the boy.
They just were doing all these tests on his eye. I could tell he was blind in that eye, but we thought it was just the conjunctivitis. So they just sent us home saying you need to come back in for an evaluation under anaesthetic on the Monday. And on the Monday when we went in, they put him under anaesthetic.
The result? Bilateral retinoblastoma.
It was so bad in his right eye, they needed to remove his eye ASAP. So they were going to remove it within 2 days. I happened to mention that I had another son. It was only 6 months old, and my pregnancies were pretty much identical, and they are very alike. And my doctor said, the professor said, well, we've never had another case. It's quite a rare cancer. Very unlikely you've got another child with it. But he said, we'll check the other child just to kind of put my mind at rest. We brought Cian in the following day for them to tell us that Cian had it more aggressively than Jack. He had 4 in one eye and 5 in the other, and they needed to get moving on him really fast because his were all central vision. That would have been the Monday, then the Tuesday. So the Wednesday, they would have taken us down to map both the boys, and they took Jack's eye out that day. And then we started chemotherapy.
Your oldest son, his eye was enucleated, and then now you have 2 kids going through chemo at the same time?
Yes, yes.
Oh my gosh. And this was in what year?
2010. They would have been 6 months old and 3. Every 3 weeks they'd have cryotherapy and lasering, and then they'd have their chemotherapy the following day. And then once a week in between that, you just have your Freddy lines cleaned in the hospital.
How were they reacting to the chemo?
Well, we were told they'd lose their hair. The baby did. Cian lost all his hair, but Jack didn't. And we'd shaved Jack's hair, kind of let him know he wouldn't have his hair. His hair just grew back. They used to get sick a lot, coming home, 2 major days of puking, and then we'd have about a couple of days of constipation, and then we'd be just back to normal, and then start again.
Oh, boy. And how long did all of that last?
Till the following April or May, to 2011. So they did 6 rounds. And then they did major lasering to Jack's left eye to kill off the remaining 2 tumours in his left eye.
Come back tomorrow for the rest of Grainne's story, which includes very practical lessons for anyone impacted by retinoblastoma. Meanwhile, I want to thank everyone who's been sharing these videos, and I urge you to continue. And I ask more of you to do the same. I know the topic isn't very glamorous, but it's real, and sharing makes a real difference. Donations, that's really helpful as well. I'm just saying. Be a part of the Penny Push-Ups team. Here's how. Donate at pennypushups.org. Share the videos to help spread awareness. Visit weseehope.org.
When September comes around, there's one place to be.
pennypushups.org.